Hello, I'm Mark Udall, Congressman Udall from Colorado. I want to thank the Council for the Livable World for their support for my Senate campaign in Colorado. For those of you who are new to the race in Colorado, it's an open seat. I will be the Democratic nominee. And in short, I'm running for the United States Senate because I feel that 2008 will be an opportunity for us to change direction in this country in significant ways. And in particular, we need to change direction when it comes to our foreign policy options and how we're positioned not only militarily but diplomatically. It's well known that I opposed the invasion of Iraq in 2002. I thought it would distract us from the true threats that we face around the world. Since that time, I've worked very hard and diligently to extract us from Iraq in a way that doesn't further destabilize the region. It's my opinion that the best way forward, given that we have a president who's ignoring the will of the American public and the Congress, is to work in a bipartisan fashion to phase a withdrawal from Iraq, to refocus on diplomacy in the region, and to turn our attention back to what's happening in Afghanistan and Pakistan, as well as the madrasas and the slums and the communities in the Muslim world. To that end, I've introduced a piece of legislation that would reinstate the Iraq Study Group recommendations, and I'm hopeful and I'm confident that eventually that's where we will arrive. Let me mention also my interest and concern, frankly, about what's been happening with this administration when it comes to our relationships with Iran. I've introduced a companion piece of legislation in the House, similar to what Senator Webb has introduced in the Senate, that would require this administration, any administration, to come to the Congress for a declaration of war against the Republic of Iran. I think all paths, if you look at our foreign policy options and you look at the situation we find ourselves in this country, lead to the need for energy independence. I've spent my 9 years in the Congress working towards a new energy policy that focuses on renewables and conservation and the appropriate environmentally sensitive use of fossil fuels. We would do ourselves a great service because we not only would create jobs and we'd have the environmental benefits of a new energy policy, but we'd have many more options when it comes to the foreign policy realm. On the non-proliferation front, it's important that we reinstate many of the relationships and the initiatives that were the hallmark of this country in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s when it comes to promoting non-proliferation across the globe. In short, we have to have a smart security strategy that has elements of toughness, but in the end focuses on our military options and the use of our military as a last resort. Those will be the areas in which I focus as United States Senator. I would ask for your help. Colorado is a very competitive state. This Senate seat will be crucial to gaining a larger majority in the Senate so that the Senate can become an institution that initiates new policies in a new direction for this country. Thanks for your interest in the race in Colorado. Again, I'm Mark Udall, Congressman Udall from Colorado.